Good morning, good afternoon, and good night for whenever you're watching this. Welcome back to Old School New School, episode 46. I'm Chester, I'm New School.
I'm Scott, I'm Old School.
And we're going to get into our first topic.
Right into the first topic. Our first topic, we decided, we're into the meat of the season now. So let's start talking about some of the divisions and what we're surprised at. We're going to do it. We might not do every division, but we're going to do some of the ones that are a little bit more interesting. So let's start with the NFC East. After your coffee?
All right, if we're talking NFC East.
NFC East. Pretty surprising division. I think it's been such a lackluster division for so long.
Yeah.
I mean, other than the Eagles winning the Super Bowl several years back.
4 or 5, whatever.
It's been a while now, right?
It's 2017, I think.
It's quite a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nonetheless, but it's surprising. Currently, Eagles are 5-0. Cowboys are 4-1.
Yep.
Giants are 4-1.
And then the Washington is 1-4.
The Commanders are 1-4. So, sorry, Commanders fans, might not spend too much time on you, but I don't think you want us to spend too much time on you because there's a mess there, and Carson Wentz is in trouble, and the coach called him out, and so it's not so great in Commander land, but Eagles, which I picked to go to the NFC Championship game.
Looking pretty good.
I mean, I'm going to be honest.
You did also pick the Packers, though.
That's true. We'll see what happens. But I'll be honest, other people had been talking about that they might be sneaky good, and they kind of are sneaky good. What, you got anything to say about the Eagles?
I don't, but I think it's only because my flag football team's the Eagles that they're winning.
That could be. Jalen Hurts playing really well.
Yeah, he is actually. I feel like his step up from last year has been really good. Like whatever he did in his offseason was really improved.
And it's kind of that progression you want to see with young quarterbacks, where those first 2 seasons,
it's a little iffy. Yeah.
There's growing pains, and they have they look terrible, and then they look good. Yeah. But you want that big leap, and they've gotten that with him, and that's great to see. And because many people doubted him, especially I feel like last year there were lots of doubts creeping in. It's kind of what I think the Bears are hoping is going to happen, but I'm not quite sure about that. It helps that he has people to throw the ball to. Yeah. They got a good running game, but the Eagles looking pretty solid. Yeah. And, next.
One more thing.
Okay.
I think the Eagles' running attack is also pretty good because they got Miles Sanders, who has been doing pretty good for me in fantasy football.
That's always good to hear.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the Cowboys. Also surprising.
Yeah.
I'll be the first to admit, not a fan of the head coach. Right? As a Packer fan, we saw him not do anything.
No.
I honestly think Dak getting hurt is the best thing that happened to that team.
Really?
Yes, because Dak's a decent quarterback, but everybody always was like, he's great, top 5 quarterback. I just don't see it.
Yeah.
Puts up a lot of points, a lot of yards, but just makes the wrong decision at the worst time that could happen. Throws an interception, fumble, takes a sack, just like, so they put up these gaudy numbers, but then they would lose. I think Dallas, the big thing is the defense. Defense is playing really good.
Yeah. They got that
Micah Parsons?
Micah Parsons, yeah, he's amazing.
He's probably he's got to be top 3 defenders in the league right now.
And I don't think he's 3. I think
he's going 1.
I mean, because TJ Watt is injured, I think he is number 1.
I think even with TJ Watt not injured, he's a beast.
He's so good.
He's really good.
And he can play that pass or he can blitz. Like his potentials are very.
He's good. So the Cowboys are looking good. Yeah. I think they have a quarterback controversy because Dak's going to come back and they're going to start him. And if he loses a game, that fan base is going to go crazy.
Yeah.
And Jerry Jones is so fickle.
Yeah.
Like I think he'll drop Dak real quick if things start going south.
Yeah.
But is McCarthy gonna call plays differently?
Yeah.
Like that's the issue that we run into. Like he's been pretty safe with the play calls with Cooper. Nice passes that he can complete and a running game.
Yeah.
Is McCarthy going to go back to let's throw the ball 80% of the time?
Yeah, let's chuck the ball across the field.
I mean, because they've got two beasts at running back too. Zeke he's getting a little old, but he's still good, and Pollard's really good.
Tony Pollard is really good.
So I'm surprised with the Cowboys.
Me too. I think I'm more surprised by the Giants.
I'm not.
Really?
Go ahead though.
I'm surprised with the Giants, as in just more with their quarterback. Like, Daniel Jones seems to have stepped it up from the past years. I mean, he's looked better than he has in his entire career. So,
what is his fourth year in the league? Third or fourth?
Third or fourth, I think. But I just think he's kind of like, I don't know, he's improved his game, I guess.
I think so, but it's not that, like we were just talking with Jalen Hurts, it's not that big leap.
Yeah.
Progressively a little better, but do you see Daniel Jones winning you a Super Bowl?
No.
See, that's the issue. I don't either. I think in the Giants, again, playing really good defense and decent offense, it's nice to see Saquon Barkley getting some respect, being healthy finally and playing well, because that's the kid that everybody saw coming out of college and dominating these.
Yeah, and then he got injury prone.
Yeah. I think the record's more a case of their schedule.
Yes, that too.
I'm skeptical of they haven't really beaten anybody very good. I mean, sure they beat the Packers, but we're learning the Packers right now aren't so good.
Till Aaron Rodgers wants to play a full game, I don't think.
Exactly.
Or the entire Packers team wants to play a full game, to be honest.
It all comes together. The coaches need to call better plays.
Yeah.
There's a lot of issues with the Packers. We're not talking about that right now.
And the defense needs to.
Yeah, and the Giants, but the Giants head coach, after the Packers win, kind of was acting like he won a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And I'm like, take it down a notch. Be excited.
Packers aren't good this year. Like, I mean, okay, they're not bad, but they are not a incredible team.
Right. Take it down a notch, act like you've been there before. Because you're the Giants. You have been there before. It's not like you've been terrible for 25 years.
Yeah, no.
You've been good.
And you've won a Super Bowl. And you've won 3 Super Bowls. And there are some teams that haven't won a Super Bowl. So, it's some of those things. Like, your franchise does look pretty bad. But when you think of it in the entire spectrum, I don't think they're a horrible franchise.
No, they're very good.
Yeah.
One of the better franchises in football history.
It's just they've been this, like...
Next, we're going to talk a little bit about our weekly picks. We haven't been talking about it weekly.
No, we haven't.
But we'll throw up the graphic every once in a while. I figure we're about a third of the way through the season. Week 5, maybe a little less than... But right now, currently, my picks are 48 and 32.
Yes.
I'm doing pretty good. A lot better than last year.
Last year you did horrid.
I was under 500 last year. I was really bad.
And I am 44 for 36, which is
44 and 36 for you. So I'm 4 games up on you.
Yep. But that can change in 1 week.
I can do I can totally have a bad week and all of a sudden you're on top again. So I have to keep going strong.
Yes.
But that's where we are. Like and with our picks, we should mention this, that we've moved over. All our picks are going to be on shorts, YouTube shorts. They blew up last week.
Yes.
And they blew up there and they blew up on Instagram. So I think that's how we're going to do it from now on. It's a bit more fun. It's just not just us, gabbing here. Yeah. It's, we're doing them super quick and they're a lot more fun. Your facial expressions on some of them were great. So that's where you find us. Tomorrow night's game, we're going to drop that a couple hours before before the game, so you can get it right before then. And so that's going to be how we're going to do picks from now on. And you have one last little tidbit you want to talk about?
A little NFL drama going around.
Little drama.
So,
You take the
based on if you watched last night's game on the Raiders and the Chiefs, and you saw how Devontae and Hunter Renfrow ran into each other.
Yep.
After that, as Devontae is walking to the locker room, he shoves the cameraman.
Was it a cameraman or just?
It was a cameraman. It was a cameraman.
Okay.
And so I'm just gonna say probably 1 game suspension, 10K something fine probably.
You think so? I don't think he'll get a suspension.
I think he'll get a fine, definitely fine.
He'll get fined. He apologized immediately.
Yeah.
He was obviously frustrated.
Yes.
And he saw somebody running, maybe out of the corner of her eye, and he just reacted by pushing him. Still, not the right thing to do.
No.
I mean, keep control of your actions. And
That shows his frustration on the Raiders, the Oakland Raiders.
I think it's an extension of how unhappy he currently is.
Yes, exactly.
And maybe staying in Green Bay would have been a little bit of a better thing to do for both sides.
And for us.
Yeah,
and
that's
for
what I say.
And
like,
for my mentality.
For him and for the Packers. And maybe for the Raiders too.
Maybe.
You never know.
Yeah.
It's tough to say.
I mean, he did pretty well last game. I mean,
but it also gets into the what ifs. What if he stays? You know how I don't like what ifs. He could have broken his leg in the first week. Who knows?
My question is to the Raiders: Why go for 2 there? Why you can tie the game. Why go for 2?
You're in Kansas City.
I guess, but I understand. But
you're going for the win.
Yes.
I don't have a problem with that. You roll the dice there. It might be because they might be looking at their season already. It's like, you know what? What's the difference between 1-4 and 2-3 with us right now?
Right. Yeah.
I didn't have a problem with that. Granted, you can second guess it all you want.
Yeah.
It's the decision they make. If he gets 6 more inches and gets into the end zone and then they stop. We're talking about something totally different. How great of a call that was.
Yeah.
Got no problem with that. Go for the win. You're on the road.
Whatever.
That's it.
All right.
Okay, so have a good football week.
And peace.